What's up, everybody? Here we are, NBA Draftkings video. A nice little two-game slate today. Two games start at 9 o'clock. Really not that many different games to get into, so a lot of players from the same team state are we're going to get into. Before I do that, if you're new here, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to this channel. Really helps me grow. Leave a comment, tell me who you think the best play today is today, and turn on notification bell so you do know when all my videos are available to be watched. If you want to get more of my content, you can go check out the Patreon below. There's a lot of other stuff down there that you guys can check out. I'll put the link in the description below. So that's really all I got to say on that. Let's get into the plays where we are going to start out with Will Barton for the Denver Nuggets. So we have two games today. So we have the Denver Nuggets versus the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Utah Jazz versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Both games start at 9 o'clock tonight. So lock is going to be a lot later than usual, which is nice for me. I get, to do some extra things with my day before then. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of two boring games. Like, I'm probably just not going to watch either. I'm probably going to watch college tonight. But we do have to get into them. So we have the Denver Nuggets Oklahoma City Thunder game. That game has an implied total of 220. The Nuggets have an implied team total of 114.5, which is the highest total of the day. And the Thunder have an implied team total of 104.5, which is the lowest of the day. So the Nuggets are going to be a team I really like. And then the other game, Utah and Denver. Utah and New Orleans, it has an implied total of 217.5, with the Jazz having an implied total of 111. And the Pelicans having an implied team total of 105.4. So, really nothing too different between the two games. I mean, they're both pretty similar. One team with a lot higher total than the other one. So two pretty heavy favorites in these games. So, I mean, we're still going to want to target teams that score the most points, but there is some blowout risk in both these games. So, you do have to be worried about that. For the non-Nuggets side, the guys I'm interested in are Will Barton, PJ Dozier, Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, and Monte Morris. Will Barton's $5,700. I gave him 29 minutes today. He has a usage rate of 18.3 and an assist rate of 13.9. A little rebound rate of 8.7. I mean, on a two-game slate, you kind of just want to get guys that are going to be out on the floor, and Will Barton, we do know, is for sure going to be out on the floor. So that is something that we do know about Will Barton, so he is someone that I want to target. PJ Dozier has been getting minutes recently. In the last two games, we've seen him get 28 and 23 minutes. I gave him 25 today. And at $3,900, if he's going to be on the floor for that, he's not a terrible Draftkings fantasy producer. He's not great, but he's not bad either. That's fine by me. I mean, we need some nice cheap value, and he's definitely going to be my favorite below 4K value today. There's some other guys you can go to, like Muscala, Kenrich Williams, but I think PJ Dozier is probably your best option, to be honest. He has a usage rate of 15.1 and a rebound rate of 12.7. He's a big point guard. Jamal Murray, $7,300. I gave him 39 minutes today. He's got a high usage rate of 24.1 and a high assist rate of 16.6. We know what Jamal Murray brings to the table. He's got a ton of upside. Now, Jamal Murray also can fall flat on his face and have a terrible DraftKings game for you. So don't go too overboard on Jamal Murray. I wouldn't play him in cash. I mean, I'm not playing cash today. I wouldn't play cash today anyway. But Jamal Murray is definitely someone I love in tournaments, though, because of the upside. Nikola Jokic kind of feels like a plug-and-play today because there's just nobody even close to him in salary and no one close to him in the amount of points he can score and upside. So I think Nikola Jokic just kind of feels like, yeah, lock him in. I mean, he's got a really high floor. If he sucks, I don't think he's going to hurt you that much. And Thunder don't have Al Horford today, so, they don't really have any bigs that can even come close to handling Nikola Jokic right now. Game 38 minutes. He's a usage rate of 28.1, an assist rate of 47.2, and a rebound rate of 18.7. He's so far my MVP of the season. I think Nikola Jokic is just balling out, and I don't see any reason that changes tonight. Even if he doesn't have, a 70, 80-point game, just getting 50 might be enough on the slate. So Nikola Jokic is definitely someone I really want to target. Monte Morris is another guy I'd like for value at $4,200. I gave him 28 minutes today. He has a usage rate of 15.5 and an assist rate of 16.3. Looks like a pretty safe value as well. Just playing a lot of minutes off the bench. I think he looks like a pretty good play. Now to the Thunder side, where I'm going to be interested in Darius Bazley, Lou Dort, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and George Hill. So Al Horford's out for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Oh, crap. I forgot to put Isaiah Roby on here. Isaiah Roby I'm also interested in. Isaiah Roby's cheap. He's going to play a ton of minutes. He's going to be the starting center for Oklahoma City today. Anyway, Darius Bazley is going to, just play his normal minutes of 33 minutes a game. Kind of the same thing as Will Barton played. He's just going to be on the floor, and he has upside. Usage rate 19.3, rebound rate at 13.2. Looks fine. Lou Dort has been playing really well this season. He's up to $5,100. That is a little bit expensive for him, but the minutes have been there. I gave him 35 today. He's got a usage rate of 17.7. Not really any assist rate with a 4% assist rate and a low rebound rate as well. He's kind of risky. You got to hope he kind of hits some shots and gets some steals, but Lou Dort still has upside at $5,100. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, $8,700. This is the next guy just kind of like Jokic, just kind of want to lock him in a lot of lineups today. He's $8,700. I have him projected for 39 minutes. He's got a usage rate of 25.9 and an assist rate of 31.4. He's just, got so much higher rates than pretty much everyone else across the board other than Jokic. And those are the kind of guys I really like to play. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, $8,700 feels fine for me today. And then George Hill's been a starting, shooting guard. I guess Shai has really been playing point guard this year for them. At $4,300, George Hill, I gave him 28 minutes. He has a usage rate of 17.2 and assist rate 20.3. Again, he's going to be on the floor for a lot of minutes, and he's a good price tag, so he's definitely someone I want some interest in. Now to the Utah Jazz. They have the most players from the team I am interested in with 6, where we got Bojan Bogdanovic, Jordan Clarkson, Mike Conley, Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, and Royce O'Neal. So pretty much the 6 guys that play on this team that play good minutes without Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles is questionable today. I don't think he's going to play. If Joe Ingles plays, it's going to hurt Clarkson, but I think Clarkson would still be... Clarkson won't be fine. He's too expensive. If Joe Ingles plays, Joe Clarkson is too expensive, and I don't want anything from him. But if Joe Ingles does play, I think Ingles is interesting. But Bogdanovic, 5,300. This is the same play as Baisley and Barton. He's just going to be on the floor. I gave him 34 minutes. He has a usage rate 20.5. So, yeah. Jordan Clarkson without Joe Ingles has been playing 30-plus minutes a game. I gave him 30 today. He's $6,500. We know what Jordan Clarkson does when he's on the floor. He shoots. He shoots and he shoots and he shoots. He's going to keep jacking up shots. He has a usage rate 27.3, and assist rate 12.2, and a rebound rate at 9.6. So those are the type of guys I like to get to. Jordan Clarkson does look pretty good, only if Joe Ingles is out, so pay attention to that news. Fortunately, we're going to know all the injury news before lock today, so don't have to worry too much about any of that because both games start at 9 o'clock, so we will know that if Joe Ingles is in or out, and that is going to be big on if Jordan Clarkson is a good player or not. Mike Conley is going to be someone I'm also interested in for New Orleans. Kind of another guy that's going to be out there. He may be a little too expensive at $6,800, but his rates have been a lot higher this year. Usage rate 23.5 and assist rate 30.7. I gave him 31 minutes today. He looks fine. Rudy Gobert, $7,600. Rudy Gobert always feels too cheap because he's Rudy Gobert, but he really just isn't like that great of a fantasy producer. I gave him 33 minutes today. He has a usage rate 17.2 and a rebound rate of 22.7. He's fine at $7,600. I don't hate it. Wouldn't be someone I want to target a ton. But Donovan Mitchell is someone I do like. He's $8,200. I gave him 38 minutes, high usage rate of 31.6, and a high assist rate of 24.9. I don't mind playing Donovan Mitchell over Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at all today. I would probably lock in Jokic first and then go to one of these two. They both look really good. They're both in pretty solid matchups for them. Mitchell's in a little bit better of a matchup. It's going to be a slower paced game, but nothing too much to worry about. The thing of today is there's 2 games that are pretty similarly paced and 2 teams with pretty similar totals. So it's not really anything giving that much of an advantage to. Mitchell's a little cheaper if you want to go there. So if you can fit Shai, I'd probably rather go Shai, but Mitchell's fine as well. Royce O'Neal is another guy who's just going to kind of be out there. Royce O'Neal kind of sucks. I never like to play Royce O'Neal ever, but he hasn't been that bad this year on a point-per-minute basis. But at $5,200, he does feel a little bit expensive. But he's also just going to be on the floor, and those are the kind of guys you need in a 2-game slate. So I'll probably have some exposure to Royce O'Neal, and I don't think I've had exposure to Royce O'Neal once all season long. I gave him 34 minutes today. Usage rate of 8.5 is bad. Assist rate is bad. Rebound rate's okay. It's just not. He doesn't have good rates. And 5,200 on any other slate, I'd say, don't play Royce O'Neal ever. But on a 2-game slate where you just need guys that are going to be on the floor, I think he's fine. And then we're going to close it out the Pelicans, where we got Steven Adams, Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, Zion Williamson, and Brandon Ingram. So Lonzo Ball's questionable today. He said he expects to play today, so that's what I'm going based off right now. I put Lonzo in, but if Lonzo is out, Nickeil Alexander-Walker will start again, and he becomes a good play. So right now I have Lonzo in, but yeah, if Lonzo's out, Nickeil's to play. But Steven Adams is $6,100. He looks fine against the Jazz. I gave him 32 minutes, usage rate of 13.4, assist rate 12.9, rebound rate of 15.9. Again, he's just another guy who's just going to be out there. And those are the kind of guys you need. I think he's fine. Lonzo Ball is $6,300. If he does play, I like him. Assuming he plays without limited minutes, that's the other thing. If he gets to start, but they say they're going to limit him, I don't want any Lonzo Ball. But if he's going to play, I gave him 33 minutes, usage rate 19.9, assist rate 19.5. Looks pretty good against the Jazz, who haven't been the best against backcourts in the past few years, and hasn't really changed that much this year either. So Lonzo Ball does look good to me. I think he's someone I definitely would want to get some exposure to. Josh Hart at $4,900. I gave him 25 minutes today. He's got a usage rate 12.1 and assist rate 8.3. Just gets a lot of minutes off the bench. He sometimes pushes for 30, so the upside is definitely there for Josh Hart. And then Zion and Brandon Ingram. Ingram's expensive today, man. 9,100 is expensive, but I'm not going to rule him out just because on a 2-game slate. If this is a main slate, I'd be a little more cautious, but Ingram's got ridiculous upside. He has a usage rate 28.8 this year and an assist rate 24.5. He's been outstanding. Looking at another all-star year for Brandon Ingram so far. He's $9,100. Give him 35 minutes. He looks really good. I'm not going to... he's a little bit expensive, but I think he's fine. And then Zion Williamson at $7,900. I gave him 35 minutes. I prefer Zion to Ingram today just because of the price, but they both look fine to me. Ingram obviously has a much bigger assist rate, as you can see right there, but Zion's rebound rate is pretty good at 14.1. So both those guys look fine. I prefer Williamson. Core plays for today going to be PJ Dozier, Nikola Jokic. I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or Donovan Mitchell. Lonzo Ball if he plays, and then Jordan Clarkson if he plays, and then just try to find some value here and there. I mean, there are some other cheap guys you can go to, like Mike Muscala, or Isaiah Roby's also a core play. I don't know why he's not on this sheet right now, but he should be Isaiah Roby as well as a core play. So if you need to go find some other value, there's some other guys out there like Muscala, JaMychal Green, but I would prefer not to go to those guys. But thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hopefully make some money. Go check out my college basketball video. I made that earlier. Got a nice college basketball slate. If you want to play, a slate with more games than just 2 games, college basketball is 9 games today, so go check that one out as well. Thanks for watching, and let's make some money tonight.